What's up, nerds? All right, it's time for me to talk about one of the worst movies of the year of 2024. And that movie, it's probably going to snag the Best Picture award. Now, I keep up with the Oscar noms and everything, but let's be real. It's been ages since they've had a solid winner. And this year, the front runner is Emilia Pérez. Yeah, you heard me right. This film snagged 10 Golden Globe noms and won 4. But here's the kicker. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen, like worse than Conclave, which I actually thought had good acting in it. So let's dive into this dumpster fire. First off, the plot. Imagine a world where a drug lord decides to transition into a woman. Sounds like it could be an interesting twist on a crime drama, right? Wrong. It's the most morally bankrupt, logically incoherent mess you've ever seen. I mean, the film starts with the premise that if you cut off your balls, you're somehow absolved of all your evil deeds you've done. I mean, come on, a drug cartel leader becomes a feminist saint just because of a sex change. It's a tragedy of a storytelling where every serious moment is unintentionally hilarious. So the movie revolves around this drug lord who is a man, and he decides he wants to get out of the biz, right? And so he goes to this lawyer who we'll talk about in just one second. And he says, hey, I want to be a woman. I want to transition into a woman. So then she goes and all this, and she talks to this doctor, which I'll get into in just a second also. And he leaves his wife and his kids. He as a father, he leaves his children, becomes a woman, and the mother and the children, they go off to another country, and she gets into a relationship, and then Emilia Pérez is the new name of the transgender woman, and she becomes this activist to help find dead bodies of drug lords that have been buried. And I'm all like, so you're just going to go find the dead bodies that you killed? Like, what? It's like I said before, morally bankrupt is the best way to describe this movie. So the performances. Zoe Saldana plays the lawyer helping with this transition, but her character makes no sense. I mean, she's supposed to be this moral compass while defending murderers and drug lords. And Selena Gomez, who plays the drug lord's wife, is just there. I mean, Selena Gomez, she's one of the worst actresses alive. Her acting is so wooden, you think she was competing in a lumberjack contest. And her Spanish, let's just say it's so bad that it's not even Spanish anymore. It's some new language that only exists in the depths of Hollywood's cultural appropriation abyss. It's so bad that actor Eugenio Derbez, he came out and he totally ripped on her Spanish, and then he got a bunch of shit for it, and he had to issue this apology. And it says, I truly apologize for my careless comments. They are indefensible and go against everything I stand for. As Latinos, we should always support one another. There's no excuse. I was wrong, and I deeply admire your career and your kind heart. Fuck that noise. First, I just want to say he does not owe anybody an apology. I'm telling you right now, her Spanish was fucking dog shit, yo. And I only took Spanish for 1 semester, but I speak better Spanish than Selena Gomez. So Selena Gomez can suck it, literally. And plus, she's a billionaire. Do not feel sorry for her. She can cry her tears off with her money. It says Emilia Pérez deserves to be celebrated. No, it doesn't. Not diminished by my thoughtless remarks. Nope, it should be diminished. It's fucking dog shit. I'm walking away from this with an important lesson learned. And while I understand if you cannot accept my apology, please know it comes from the heart. With all of my love and admiration, Eugenio Derbez. I just want to say right now, he did not owe them an apology. He did not owe her an apology. This movie is pure trash, and everything he said about her Spanish was 100% on point, and everybody thinks so. Now, as far as the other actors go, I just want to talk about the main actress, Carla Sofia Gascon. Let me just say right now, not only can this actor not act, can't sing. The only time that this actor does a good job is when Gascon is playing a dude. That's the part where I'm all like, oh, it's why? Because born a dude. Okay, so surprise, Gascon plays a dude really well. I mean, oh no, who could have thought? As far as singing goes, apparently they had to use AI because she couldn't reach the high notes, which I'm all like, well, I mean, If he cut his dick off, he should be able to. So yeah, so his balls off, he should be able to. So the singing is bad. Everything is bad. I'll talk about the music and everything. So, but the music, this is supposed to be a musical. And I was like, what? And everything. It's absolute garbage. The lyrics, the melodies, it's all so bad. It's almost a parody of itself, you guys. The people who wrote the music for this are obviously tone deaf. I mean, one song literally has someone singing about changing society by changing their bodies. And I'm like, what? Like some sort of twisted social experiment. I mean, they had Camille, a French singer, and Clement Dual, a French composer, who together created what can only be described as musical torture. And it just goes to show you that the French, they just, they suck. I mean, the songs are not only bad, they're offensively bad. There's one number where Zoe Saldana's character, a corrupt lawyer, dances around lecturing the corrupt while being corrupt herself. I mean, the hypocrisy is so thick, you could cut it with a chainsaw. Here's the song El Amal, which is nominated for Best Original Song. Got made Mr. Something. Like, and the choreography in this is just dog shit. And she's basically singing like these are all rich people that are praising Emilia Pérez, but they helped cause these deaths. But they just... I mean, like, this song sucks. The choreography is shit. I mean, I love Zoe Saldana, but this is just not that great. I mean, like, and everything, it's so disjointed. This is bad. Yeah, see, bad. It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad all the way around. Like, oh my God, was that was sorry I tortured you for just a hot second. It's just crazy. Now, the cultural backlash is hilarious for this movie. I mean, the left, who initially celebrated this film for its woke credentials, are now backpedaling because it's not woke enough, or it's cultural appropriative since it's written by French dudes with no real grasp of a Mexican culture. Even in Mexico, people hate this movie, calling it out for being offensive and just flat out stupid. I mean, calling it an insult to their culture and intelligence. And yet, here we are. And this film is being paraded around as a potential Best Picture winner. I'm like, you got to be freaking kidding me. The only silver lining is the unintentional comedy of this movie. I mean, if you watch this movie knowing it's a comedy, you might just laugh at how ridiculous everything is. But let's be real, it doesn't save it from being garbage. It's a movie where the only thing that could possibly make it worse is if it actually won an award for its terrible music and ludicrous plot. So here is a song. Very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about exchange operation. I see. This is where
to woman, or woman to men.
Man to woman.
From penis to vagina.
Oh, the lyrics here are just so amazing.
For me.
What would you like to know about it, madam?
I want to know it all. What is the protocol, the techniques and the risks? How many operations?
This is just terrible. I'm sorry.
Mammoplasty.
Yes.
Vaginoplasty.
Yes.
Rhinoplasty.
Yes.
Laryngoplasty.
Yes.
Yes. Just naming all these plasties.
Yes.
Just make up a word and add plasty at the end. And then
Adam's apple reduction.
Yes.
And then just say yes afterwards. This movie is just straight up just ridiculous in every sense of the word. But will this stop it from winning? Probably not. The Oscars love this kind of political messaging, even if the film itself is a disaster. I mean, look at the other nominees. There's nothing there that screams, give me the award over this mess, unless you're into rewarding actual good cinema, which, let's face it, isn't the Oscar style anymore. To wrap it up, I'd rather watch a porno starring my parents than ever have to watch this movie again. If you're looking for a good laugh, or maybe you're into watching train wrecks, Emilia Pérez might be for you. But if you care about your time or your sanity, then steer clear of this hot garbage. This film is a testament to Hollywood's love affair with the virtue signaling over actual quality. And that's my review for Emilia Pérez. This movie, you know, it's interesting to me that they wanted to do this propaganda messaging about transgenderism when they could have done it in a more respectful, better, written, and make people think about this stuff. As someone that is not against transgenderism, they could have done this in a much better way. The problem is they didn't. The music sucks. The story is terrible. I mean, just the fact that you have a man that abandons his children and his family all for selfish needs and wants. You have a corrupt lawyer that defends these despicable people, and then tries to and this is supposed to be the moral compass of the movie, Zoe Saldana's character, and she's morally corrupt herself. You have Selena Gomez, who her character is, in the dark about this whole thing, but at the same time, the acting and the span, it's just so bad that you're just like, okay. But like I said before, she's got her millions to dry her tears. So I say do not see this movie. It's bad. It's really, really bad. I mean, it was a bad choice to make this movie, in my opinion. Listen, ladies, if you want to demonstrate your full-scale inferiority, it seems to me that nominating a man to win Best Actress is a pretty good way of doing that. But tell me what you guys thought about this movie. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What was your favorite part? What was your favorite song? I mean, isn't it all just dog shit? But go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next movie review. You guys have a good day. Bye.